100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man. Got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause I blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Look at that.
We need more, tell him we need more.
Your ass, nigga.
16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, what a point to God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big
Oh, that you knew her?
big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute
Oh, with the Febreze.
big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah. I thought bro was on, you know, whatever type shit. You know how that shit, what that shit she be on. No, I thought she was just strolling, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he ready. He ready. He ready. He ready. Ooh, LaMarcus. I need LaMarcus from over there, man. I need LaMarcus from over there, man. Man, I got that thing up, but I need LaMarcus from over there. I'm texting him right now. Man, I'm texting him right now, man. What's up with these Raiders, man? Oh, he in here? Okay, I thought he was in here. I was gonna say, why need LaMarcus, G? Rush for 150, brick wall at home, Antonio. Oh, you gotta sit on him, Zay. Oh, you gotta sit on that, Zay. Look at LaMarcus. You nigga like Harrison, though. 12 top of 2 pick, dude. Stephon,
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders.
What happened?
That'll be taken in the end zone.
I ain't gonna let you put that nigga on our team like that.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
3 feet. Yeah, I seen him. My dog. Listen, he said nigga sleeping. He finna wake him up. Hey, but I ain't gonna lie. Look, they talking about Jay might he competing for that other state.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West.
Ooh, Charkandrick hold that ball like the Storm McCoy a little bit. He hold that bit like McCoy a little bit, bull.
A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards.
Yeah. Now he got the height.
Welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting
got number
warmed
28
up.
on. I know that, He got 28 on.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. He's got the first down inside the 10.
Touchdown.
Into the end zone.
Touchdown,
Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Stephon Diggs.
He got the show,
His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I pulled this thing out like, bro. Oh, we ain't missed the shit,
And they
bro.
got the
Hit
extra
that nigga,
point,
bro.
and it's now a
That nigga owe me
7-0
money,
game.
bro. Hit that nigga, bro. Oh, break him in.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Listen, because after them two plays, he's like, buddy got moved. Buddy got moved because I built him up for that one.
Yeah, pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
But listen, I built him up for that one. Waited till the last second and told him stuff on it. Sticking the flow in this nigga ass, huh? Sticking the flow, boy.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11.
It ain't pretty if I ain't putting the nigga on the dirt, man.
Let's get it.
Ooh, go to the party, click on Jezzy. Oh, yo, he know. He know where he supposed to be at. He know where he supposed to be at. Hey, you go trade you to cut that dude, bro. You can let him cut it back.
28-yard line.
Despite the
I had to
blitz,
click on the nigga, bro, and make him go up and
the
play.
disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
What you doing?
A fight for the
What
football.
you doing? Roll closed over there, AB. That whole roll is closed, man.
Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now.
This ain't these fucking Ravens right here now, bro. These ain't these fucking Ravens right here now, bro.
One of the things I remember about him coming out of school,
I tell my nigga 2 + 2 equal 4. They know it means 4.
And move on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm liking what I see. I'm liking what I'm getting up out of Sharkand. Oh, he played that shit. Oh, good. Good. Oh, fumble.
And the Raiders pick it up.
Fumble. And he picked it up and gone.
The 20.
Hey, watch this play, man. Watch this play,
Raiders
bro.
are in for 6. Touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands to try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him.
That's my cornerback, man. His ankles, his hips and shit ain't like that. His hips and shit ain't built like that, bro. But I'm finna put somebody who hips made just for that.
About 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They begin here with a run by West. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Everybody knows.
This is West.
Oh my God.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I'm getting out of that fuck nigga.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Looking for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
61, matchbox light.
Here's Cousins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Benson Mayowa able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Mama don't want to punt the ball. There's 70 right there watching you, bro. You finna get hit, bro. You finna get hit, bro. You finna get hit, bro.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown.
I tapped that bitch on the accuracy rate.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. These two teams all tied after one. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Carr now to throw.
Oh, hey,
man! The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Oh, man! Well, how did I fall, my nigga? Oh, yeah, it's definitely the lock, man. It's definitely the lock, man. How did I fall just then on that move?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing his Cousins.
Oh, come on! Let me get it going!
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. With it is Brown. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? You already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And Crowell lost the football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because there will never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
Practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And that would cover beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction. That leads to 2nd down.
If they hold that block, he gets some positive yards.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Push him back. Push him back.
Cousins.
Come on now.
Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. On 3rd down, Cousins. Leaping, and he makes the grab. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion. but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Not here. Leave it. Bring up 48. 50, Mike 50. Hey, Charlie. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 50, Mike 50.
On fourth down, they do snap it to Cousins. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack.
Keep getting sacks. Now, 180. Check, 59.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Monday, down. 280. 54.
On second down, here's Crowell. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll run with Crowell.
I knew you was running that ball, boy.
Close to a first
I
down
knew
as
you
he
was running
runs
that
into
ball,
a
boy.
wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's picked up.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job,
Me
then
for
was let
commissioner
go
too. The nigga be on this bit more than me.
3, but
I see
he picked
niggas in
things
the
back up.
But I see niggas in the chat.
Their kicking
I
goals,
see niggas
and
in the
he
chat
ended
off
up
the
over
rip,
3 against
Minnesota
Green Bay,
World.
including the
I'm like,
potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Man, say less. It's done. It's done.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Yeah. I'm been cool.
A first down throw for Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen.
I'm been cool, bit, bro.
The Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over
Yeah, bro,
after picking up the
cool.
first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins again.
Man, bit, bro. Oh, look at the smoothie bit, bro.
Lined
Look
up
at the
incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 54.
A second down throw for Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
I know, easy.
Fouls and
First down, here's Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Oh, man, look at this trade, bro. My nigga don't even jump and catch the ball, bro.
As his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
My nigga ain't even jumped for the ball. That's crazy.
Point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Here it's intercepted.
Mike, you see that, my nigga?
With a pick.
Nigga ain't jump for the ball, bro.
At the 26-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Cousins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins.
Oh, shit.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins
Man,
lost the
I ain't even at the door. They're trying to open up the front door for
as
me.
his guys will get the football back. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Man, I'm talking about, bro. Bro, I'm running with the quarterback, bro. I ain't even at the TV, bro. I'm at the door.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to
Bro,
go.
I'm
Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get the field goal.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time,
Bro, I wasn't even at the TV, my nigga. I was at my door, bro.
Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Crowell. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
I'm talking about, I'm running with the quarterback, bitch.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw his car. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
Yeah, I want to go to the card, yeah.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side, learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board. Well done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Down. 93. 93.
On third down, Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now Carr, they're able to locate Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Right down. 180. Check 59. Hey, 734. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Crowell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Listen to me. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the call.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, we're good. We're good. 54. Hey, Haywood. All day, dog. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the curve. Watch that.
Cousins from the gun on third.
Oh,
the two men come together,
man,
and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Come on, man.
Now Brown. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
First down, Raiders. Now! 180! Hey, we're good, we're good! 180!
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for West. Room to run past midfield.
Look at that Kansas blitz, man.
Down to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey, check my 50. Hey, Alpha. Check my 50. Come on. You better bring it. Hey. First. Mike 50, Mike 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Cousins to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, tighten down. Two.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here.
Give me some. Here we go.
What are you thinking, man? What are you thinking, man? You can get it, bro?
Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone.
Oh man, this man running kick return back, bro.
It's
Everybody on my
and
team.
off he goes. And
One
all
foul.
the way in. Touchdown, Oakland.
Bro.
He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And once again, the Raiders are back out in
Go
front.
right down there and strike on them. Come on.
They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that puts you behind. Will that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Cousins now. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
My God.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. So he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Not a bad stretch. What a talent for Derek Carr to have on his side. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Yeah, not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run for it with Martin. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Doug Martin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I'm talking about everybody can run that rock on me, bro. Bro, my niggas can't stop no run,
Following
bro.
the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
I'm in 4-3, 3-4s.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Everybody can run that rock.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Cousins going deep for Diggs. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Crowell. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On first down, Crowell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Hey, exit.
Cousins on first down. And Diggs has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Now a desperation throw. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That's on me, though, man. That nigga was trash as fuck, dog.